Excuse me? Can I go in? This has always been a problem. Why? Why must this always be a problem? I mean, I probably should have seen this coming. I mean, it just happens when I try to do normal videos about it, too. Alright, time for an intermission already. Alright, we back. Alright. Just go to the regular in-game, because why not? That's what we're here for anyway, are we not? Enter here. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there is no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There is no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we would have done in the past. Once I reached Sayori's house, I knocked on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so she assumes she's in the upper room. Lights being annoying. Take care of that. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Filthy. I sit in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always has been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decoration that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I ended up cleaning it up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping us, Monica? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more science between us. Sayori stares in random directions. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Filthy. Why can't I just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. No. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I noticed something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sarah gives me an empty smile. You really put me into a trap, Filthy. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Filthy? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I have really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? No. I hate this already. I loathe it. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just wanted to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little enthusiastic about this. How is this possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why? Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I could have tried a bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. I don't understand at all, Filthy. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have ended up wasting effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's how it... Is that really how it's compared? What do I know anyway? That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. See you make friends and get closer with everyone else in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the whole world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nowhere but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Filthy. There's nothing. Oh, hey-oh, Inkling Boy Guy. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us is if that everything could just be the way it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Don't worry, I got you, Inkling Boy. Tears streaked down from Sayori's face. No, that's so sad. That's so sad. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now, you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her to a tight embrace. Ah! Filthy! Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worth a while enough. If I made friends with everyone else, then that would just be a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have to say it in any other way. Or I haven't in any other way. Filthy. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remains at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Filthy. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in to call yourself selfish, then you would have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes. I'll figure out what it needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I know I've missed about the video made it back there. Oh no, that one I decided to remove because, well, for one thing, it ended up, the thing is, I didn't like the way how it turned out. The audio just turned out way too quiet, and I just knew it was probably not good enough, so I had to get rid of it. And I don't think I'm gonna be remaking it ever again since, well, it's too late. The meme's already dead. And secondly, another thing is, well, I must admit, even though for me being a TikTok user, I really don't like YouTube Shorts at all. So, in case you're wondering what happened to some of my videos, it's because I didn't like Shorts, so I just got rid of everything that turned it into Shorts. So, yeah, that's what happens. You can still find some Shorts at the TikTok, at my TikTok. Alright, let's continue. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Filthy. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. This is so sad. Well, yeah, it's... I mean, it's made by Nickelodeon too. So it would make sense that Viacom owns it. Although, don't worry, I didn't get no copyright issue. I just got rid of it. Sari lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, then. Yeah. Sari wipes her eyes. I feel like I could spend a whole day here. If I could, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No! Don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want me to come along and help? You want to come along and help? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sari shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. You don't have to worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell. You could always have texted me. If I had known, I would have just reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yep, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Without with Coolio. I feel like you've been mentioning Coolio a little bit too much. I mean, have you not? I mean, maybe not. Well, I don't know, to be honest. Only thing I do know is just you've been saying that for quite a bit now. But, I mean, I know. I get it. I'm sounding a little like I don't care. Although, unfortunately, I must speak of it myself. Rap music isn't really my kind of music. But it's always heartbreaking to see a famous celebrity fall. I mean, after all, who knows what else they could have made. Just a little mention. So clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerable of you to do. No. I would really be embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you are here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have really gladly helped you clean them. That would have been more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrists, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrists. She puts both hands firmly in her lap, as if she's making sure she's keeping track of it. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospherical enhancements. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you plan on taking it that far. Of course, I just want to take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's just that I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. I'm kinda happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri emerges through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in the black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How are you so familiar with aromatherapy? Oh, dang it, I skipped the dialogue. Oh, I know. Diffuser for essential. How familiar are you with it? Not at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You could even cremate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout throughout a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? It's just a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, That's a good way to describe it. I just choose Jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. Well, Mumford. Little good cat. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. No, motherfucker. My apologies for being a little delayed. We'll need 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those stuff be used for? Well, I'm going to cut the pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I have no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or she's more relaxed than when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Filthy. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then, she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an eradicated pattern of waves etched to it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think this is weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have absolutely no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't just help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and a feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I guess it kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around to my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Filthy, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I shouldn't have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Started, I intensively pulled my hand back. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like this? I'm sorry. Sure was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from the rest of this afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll go for it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Filthy! Did you just really do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Yeah, we're equal, right? Right? I knew that would have been a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would have been extremely heavy right now. So weird, Filthy. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It's just a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make some progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all down side by side. It looks better than I expected, and this will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming out with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I just saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring them back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come back to see Yuri unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back in her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it just too hot in here or anything? No. Not at all. Something tells me something fishy is up. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I try to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll drive an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more of a fun surprise to you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out of the banner, Yuri and I kneel the opposite side so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses her brushes and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide while we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Are we gonna take a nostalgia trip next? I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops paying for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with the other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for you to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I don't do much with anime. I want to point that out right now. I think it feels the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. As I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Ka! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quietly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. The droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint onto you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back in front of her. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Hey, there's no paint there. Liar. Also, the face looks a little weird on the real with few people. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I kept my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks right into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in the days and enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through the slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but as movements seem clumsier, she's unable to focus. I remain silent to force her to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue to follow Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with the white dots that look like stars. Look at the banner as a whole. It's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering tomorrow? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then you'd have to bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You said that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least trying to enjoy yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be best to. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to be a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But doesn't that mean this is the last time it can happen? Yuri packs up. I walk down to her at the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm just glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri figures. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! I say that without thinking. About today, it's fine we didn't have much as time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can just come over. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Filthy. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Well... How else am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah! Hi, Filthy. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Filthy. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so... so that's fine, right? Of course. Sari beams. Psst, I'm kidding. Yeah. So... See you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sari waves goodbye to her after that. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy. The way you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all it matters to me. Why am I feeling like this, Filthy? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would have been better off if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Filthy. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have wasted your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't just a burden of your mind, it's making it out is to be. It's something that makes me happy. That's something I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if that takes an entire lifetime, I want to be on by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Filthy. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Filthy, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I always said I know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. Sayori? Well, I think we all know what I said like back at the other video, so I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have just realized this sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Filthy. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Oh, this is so sad. No. This is so sad. What the tears? It's just the music. Everything just fits. Filthy. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Filthy. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I thought this would always be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, I want the rain clouds to go away. They're not going away at all, Filthy. It's okay, Sayori. It may take some time for some things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Filthy. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori meant by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can confront her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until those things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting to take anything to challenge? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sayori's the most important person to me. and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Aw, snap. Here, it's time, fellas. Well, fella. It's only one. I only see one. But, aw, snap. It's time. It's time. Today's the day of festival. Of all days, I expected to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house, waking up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should really be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take it with me. She sends me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Filthy! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is pasting her little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Not in my room, what the heck? They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would feel like and has submitted it. So that's one thing I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that in all days is important. She tried a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing that's not going to be simple for her. I only said that because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Filthy. I mean, especially after your exchanges with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Story really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I'll probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Spine's already the chill's already it's going down on my spine, even though I already know what's gonna happen. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They really came out nicely. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid it on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is nearly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flip over to Sayori's poems. It's different than ones that she's practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Okay. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I know what is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem's never actually finished. It just stops moving. I love how there's a little tiny percentage, as if that's necessarily a word. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Filthy? What's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori's, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture as walking her makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always been.
Go eat, boy. And if y'all got chores, then do your chores.
Right.
It's tomorrow, Friday. Oh my god, I haven't even made tables.
That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Well, not sure if you viewers heard or not, but I think we'll save the part for later, you know. I'm gonna take a memento, yes? Okay, I'm doing it. I don't really too have much concerns for what you guys have to say. I'm sorry, fellows, but yeah, it's just gotta happen, alright? Okay, but jokes aside, I do apologize. But I am gonna head out for a little bit before I get to the actual part. Alright, ladies and gents, I am back. Alright. Before I go any further, I just want to point this out to you guys that any action like within the next following scene, I highly do not want you to perform any actions happening in here for any reason at all. If you ever do feel down, please talk to somebody. I want to point this out right now. You matter to at least somebody. Even if it's nobody, you still matter. You're a part of us. Alright. Sayori? She's really a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up in our own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I didn't really want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't that kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori... What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be here for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would you do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I knew I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I had just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always been, I could have just prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't just some game where I could just reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll have to carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Alright then, let's go check the files. Oh, here's Traceback. Traceback.txt. Quantum server built circuit. VM runtime. Virtual machine? Why is it running on a virtual machine? Okay, whatever. Container title Doki Doki Literature Club. Run date. Blah blah blah. Some random stuff you didn't need to read. I stalled too much. 7. Oh geez. I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I could probably fix this. I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Excuse me, by the way. Because I burped. Ambitions. Google? I know this name is made out of Google. Happy thoughts. Reset. I'm not gonna run that right now. Let's just keep continuing. Start a new game. Start a new game. Leo you always looks like you're great. Jack House. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving in her arms in the air. She's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today. But it's just kind of worked because you never known each other for so long. We used to wake up to go to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after like this, I almost feel like better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up with me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. No, wait, can we see this again? Kyoki says don't I old songs okay Koki say oh it says same thing. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst. Being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just by getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's not true. There's always the anime club, but it's not like I would get any girls in it there anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and before I know it, after I pack my things, I steadily blink at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no other choice but to start with the anime club. Filthy? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect you to see here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in a debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That kind of sounds dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new club members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be about anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even kept her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member is a member, right? Did Nanka say she? Hey, Puppy, by any chance, are you still looking forward to a club to join yet? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please, well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could go check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Filthy, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look forward to the materials another time. You're more important. And thus marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Eh? Woo! I can't see that. I'm gonna need to go look back. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Filthy. All the words escaped from me from this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Filthy into a classroom, and he decided to check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to. Well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Filthy? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens the closet. Why did I say door? Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I didn't know you had any plan on coming here. But we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worth a while. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of her, of each of us before sitting down the teapot in the middle. You keeping a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't one hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Filthy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke thinking without after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And in the end, telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up and that she finds comfort in the worlds of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I deeply grasp something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Who gave me that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club's meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willingly to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I got an idea. How about this? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Oh, sorry, I didn't read it. We all sit in silence for a moment. decision? Yuri looked quizzically at Monica. The next time we meet, we all share them and with three each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I think I decided to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree with us as well, Filthy? Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we've been reaching our most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been in my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose train of my thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns to me. I guess I'll need to tell you the truth, Filthy. Thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. We're really trying hard to find new members. If we don't find one more member for the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Filthy? Yeah, could be fun, right? You really did scare me there for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Filthy, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on one good note. Everyone remember to write tomorrow's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Filthy, I'll look forward to see how you can express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I can feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every after-day school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that's what starts with writing a poem tonight. You have a special poem. Would you like to read it? Why not? Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. I'm guessing this is supposed to be the original picture. Yeah, very beautiful. Not. Let's actually save one right here, you know. Because, yep, I'm really doing this. Alright, well, I know what I'm gonna go for. I Thought I'd find Monica's. Anything, why am I doing this? Just go back. Oh! I forgot half the things are, not Sayori things are now Yuri and Natsuki. I do hop, sing, dance, joy, oh, pink, oh my god, anger, sunny, valentine, comfort, doki doki, lollipop, peace, oh, silly, fantasy, cheeks, jump, sparkle, marriage, beauty. Hi again, Filthy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This may be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Filthy. I'm also noticing the song's a little off. A little off center. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Maybe you'll dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like it deserves any slack. You've already been dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, you're in the way. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Filthy. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in literature club and all, perhaps you might have been interested in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You don't really want to, then I can just forget everything I said, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I just want to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick a book up if you wanted me to. Oh, and there's one thing I failed to notice is that Yuri's image is a little tilted. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something that you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how does this girl accidentally being so cute? She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, yup, it just reset. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already burned in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is murmuring around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter express sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You're looking for something in here? King Monkam. Okay, I'll just say it. King Monkam. She puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if it's someone else's if you're just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and crosses books and boxes across the surface. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit that you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amid a stack of various books on the side of me of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it right out of my hand. She then turns into a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Aha! Much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I got a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. I'll tell you one thing, Filthy. Considering, don't judge a book. No, can I go back? No, I cannot. See, can we go back now? No, we cannot. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. Now? Oh, I just skipped it. Whatever. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I want to show you exactly why. She shoves the books right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Won't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs won't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that! You made me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scotches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't expect it to be this close, sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds in before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space wall she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can hear her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You didn't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you even paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew up out of these since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough for me to make up the lack of plot. Oh boy, we're this close up now. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you were just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't say I would really... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your other friends? Could you not wrap it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. I just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up with them without being all like, eh? You still haven't even grown out of that yet? I just want to punch him in the face. Ugh, you know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a whole lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much like friends who are also into it. I'm also kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe in the club room. Except Monica's kinda a jerk about it. Ugh, just can't win, can I? Well, paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. It's not like that. Well, it's not like they're that slows of any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying it yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Tell me. Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Okay, I don't exactly remember all the parts, so that's why I was a little astonished over there. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into a bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it into Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Filthy. She's fine. It happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack right in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we share our poems now? I'll go with Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Okay. Well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? What was the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours wasn't... If yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, make me go, ha! Well, this is not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Here. Natsuki rejoices and gets caught in the throat. Ooh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something like that. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she really liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I won't. We've read this on the first episode, have we not? Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing so seriously. But isn't that the point? Isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring all the feeling in for the last line. So you did. I guess went into it more than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, I won't take that away from her. Okay, screw Yuri. Sorry, Yuri fans. Hi, Filthy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanna share your poem with me? It's kinda embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Filthy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like it, Filthy. Really? A lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It's a kind of thing that it just makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling like you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. It's pretty messed up. Yeah, police, I'd like to freaking report, Natsuki's dad for neglect. I'm kidding. But sometimes she just loses all hope of her strength and just shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be not good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, that's it. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has got me pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know if that's how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's one I got tips writing a day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is it this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, now we're back to you. Restart the poem. A minute passed more enough for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Fury buried her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gone anywhere. It may take Yuri a while before she gets used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from top matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all it comes with is just some practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club give you all valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to her, to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which is itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Rewrite this already. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It looked like you took a long time to read. Well, I just don't script it very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I also like the poem, even though it's short. It was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Filthy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy to think you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Okay, off note. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I suppose that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room is Monica writing something in her notebook. My eyes ladder onto Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, starting their respective poems. As I read and title line, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I'm just trying to say something nice. You mean that you have to try hard to come up with something to say nice thing? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Filthy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer. I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. I really like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You were just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just so jealous that Filthy appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you really that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as Filthy started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities and others like that. You really act as young as a girl you look, Yuri. Natsuki, I'm sorry. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry, that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that just proves my point too. Most people can learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing up and acting cute? The only thing cute is about how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Do you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Doki hear everything what you really think. I'm sure he'll be over his head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was just standing there. Doki, she just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh snap! Okay. Oh, dear God. This is horrifying. This is scary. I don't like it. I'm kidding. Hey, Filthy? Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some present I am, right? I can't even comfort my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be more assertive sometimes. But I never have it into me put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend some time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, no. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth with her desk with the palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Filthy, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so y'all can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me as if she's trying to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I'll be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to wait around on something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my own book with Filthy. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the time right now, it is best if I go now. So, thanks for tuning into the live stream. Yes, overwrite save. That's gonna be about it for this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. But before we end it though, I have no mail. see what's in the pictures. Huh, it's different. How did I miss that? It looks so similar. Oh boy, I can't wait to scroll all the way down. Oh, that's right, I did a bit of achievements. Sketches. A concept sketch of a complete cast drawn by King Fumi. I hope I pronounced that right. Key art of Monica and Sayori drawing by King Fumi that originally was planned to be the official DDLC network. Or artwork. That's right, I did everything Sayori related, so I guess I have the... Never seen this room ever the same again. Okay. Well, yeah, that's gonna be about it for me for today. You know, we spent a bunch of time together. Good job for making it this far, by the way. It tells me you actually like the series. I have no problem with providing content. But needless to say, I will be going now. So I'll see you another time. Shabang. Yeah, I'm Trent Crave now. Okay, but all right. Farewell, everybody.